G'day YouTube viewer, here we are on the CMX 1100 Rebel. What a beautiful looking machine. A new modern take on a cruiser, and I love it with that Africa twin motor. What I'm going to do today is we're going to do a cruise control test on this bike and to see how it performs. I haven't done it yet before on this machine, so this will be a first. I haven't practiced it, so we're going to see how easy it is to do. Let's turn her on. I love that sound. And off we go. Alright, we've got some 45-degree corners coming up, so we'll go out onto a more open road to do the cruise control test. It's not a style of bike that I'm fussed whether it has a cruise control or not, but seeing it comes with one, I thought I'd better test it. Now, I tend to have cruise control on the bikes I tour on, travel on. My main touring machine is an adventure motorcycle. That's a V-Strom 1050 XT, the Suzuki. Much taller, bigger, heavier motorcycle. This is 233 kilograms, but doesn't feel heavy at all because of the low seat height, and everything is low on this bike. But on a cruiser, yeah, it's not something. I probably will use it a fair bit when I go for longer rides, but when I say longer rides on this, an hour or two max, where with the V-Strom it's a bike I will ride all day. Alrighty, so we're going to come up to an area where there's a big long straight in a minute. We'll try the cruise control there. Now, some people talk about with cruise controls, just checking the videos recording, they are. Some people say with cruise controls they like everything to be on the left hand side, so it's easier to move and everything else to hit the buttons. I don't mind them being on the right as long as they're easy to reach with my thumb, and I'm just putting my thumb there and that seems okay. So we'll see in a second whether that's a difficult thing or not. So we'll just stop at this stop sign, which gives me a chance to stop and then accelerate. I love the sound of the acceleration on this. I love the engine and the motor. Now we're going to discover where I love the cruise control. So it's an 80 kilometers an hour zone up here, and it's fairly straight, so it makes it easy for me to experiment with something I haven't done on this bike before. Turn the indicator off. Whoa! She certainly has some get up and go. I twisted the throttle a bit more than I intended then, and it surprised me because it doesn't sit around. While it's a cruiser and it loves cruising, you hit that accelerator, it takes off and certainly pulls on your arms. So I'm glad it's got a cupped seat, because you would get forced back in the seat if you're not careful. Okay, so we're up to 70 here, so let's hit that cruise control button. Okay, cruise control button's on. Not doing very well there. There we go, we've got it. Okay, we'll give that another go. So I'll turn it off again. Alright, let's see if we can have a go at getting this cruise control into gear. I didn't do it very well last time. There we go. And if I do that, I see. Alright, we're sitting along the road here. We're doing about 70 kilometers an hour. I'll hit the button there, hit that, and now we should be in cruise control, and we are. Excellent. Now it's got a plus and a minus. If I click this little button up, it should increase speed. If I go down, it should slow down. So let's click it up a couple. There we go, up to 72. Alrighty, and then if we go down, I should be able to bring it back to 70 fairly easily. There we are. Beautiful. So it works perfectly well. I've got no problems with the reach to my thumb to the controls. I really don't mind which side they're on. It's not a one-touch button like some of the Triumphs. It does have the plus and minus to increase and reduce the speed and the resume button, and that works really well. So the best thing about cruise control, as I was saying earlier, the thing about cruise control to me is giving your arm a rest, your hand a rest, and it certainly does that really well. Okay, and like most cruise controls, you hit the clutch or the brake and it'll switch off, or you can switch the button off, so it's perfectly normal, not unusual at all, and it works really, really well.